So let's jump right into it. Hi, everyone. My name is Hayne. I am with the Dream.Us program, and part of my job is getting to work on this amazing opportunity scholarship program. I'm joined here from the Dream.Us with Sadhana Singh, who is our senior communications manager, who you may have already seen as well as part of our application promotion business that we like to do. Again, we can't express how excited we are to have you with us today. Again, if you haven't done so already, please introduce yourself in the chat. Really quick, I'm going to do a brief overview and introduction of what is the Opportunity Scholarship Program. You'll see here on the slide, you'll see we're from the Dream.Us. We are a scholarship program for undocumented students with and without DACA or TPS. This is really important. We want you to know that even if you don't have DACA, don't have TPS, you may be eligible for a scholarship. We have two scholarship programs, the National Scholarship and the Opportunity Scholarship. Today, we're here specifically to talk about the Opportunity Scholarship Program. So what is the Opportunity Scholarship? It's an up to $80,000 award that can be used across 4 years to get your bachelor's degree at one of our 5 opportunity partner colleges. All of them are here with us today, and you'll be hearing from them shortly. And all of these 5 colleges are committed to serving undocumented students. And so with this scholarship, you will have tuition, fees, on-campus housing, and meals covered for those 4 years if you receive the scholarship. We also want to remind you that this is for students that have graduated from a high school in one of our 23 locked out states where undocumented students cannot access in-state tuition. And do we have an applicant from Alaska here today? You may be one of our first, and we are so incredibly excited to see you here on the call with us. Okay. So if you're coming from states like Georgia is a big one, the Carolinas, Massachusetts, we see a couple of students here where only DACA students, for example, can get in-state tuition, then yes, this opportunity is for you. And we always hear that this seems like a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a big scholarship. And we know it's a big decision because we're asking you to move out of state. But we're here. We're all here. You'll meet our panelists shortly. But we all want you to feel empowered that this opportunity is for you. And we want you to know that there are many of your peers who have come before you. And once you apply and become a part of the Dream.Us family, you'll be joining something that's much bigger than you realize, and a family and a true community. So I want to give you just a couple of numbers to give you a sense of what this program is. So far we have had 820 undocumented students receive the Opportunity Scholarship. So just let that sink in for a second, that there have been over 800 of your peers, amazing people who've paved the way before you and are doing amazing. Of those 820 students, 330 have graduated with their bachelor's degrees. They are doing amazing things. 94% of them are doing something in a lot of important fields like teaching, they're nurses, they're healthcare workers. So please know that there are hundreds who have come before you. You will meet your peers, your mentors through this program, and that 83%, almost all of our students graduate within 4 years. And a lot of this is because of the amazing support systems that our partner colleges have in place for our scholarship recipients and for undocumented students. So that being said, I'm going to quickly give you a preview of what to expect for today's session, and then we're going to jump into it. So in a minute, you'll see each of our partner colleges introduce themselves and share a little more about what their campus life is like and what to expect on each of our opportunity partner colleges. I also believe we have a couple of current scholars joining the call with us. And so this is really a great opportunity for you to ask questions for people who are already doing it, already living this experience. And no one knows that experience better than someone who's been in your shoes, walking in your shoes, and is where you want to be. So please take advantage of that opportunity. Once each of our colleges have had time to share more about their campus, we're going to break you out into our Zoom breakout rooms by partner college. When you registered for this session, the last question on the registration form asked which partner college are you most interested in. We've pre-assigned you to those breakout rooms based on how you answered that question, but we'll also give you the opportunity to walk around, so to speak, because this is a virtual college fair, to other breakout rooms if you would like to meet and ask questions of other admissions representatives from other partner colleges. So we'll share a little more about that in a little bit. But the last thing I'll say is there's one really important thing to remember, which is the Opportunity Scholarship does not do transfers. Because this is a big commitment, each of our colleges put a lot of their own money, a lot of their own time to each and every one of our Opportunity Scholarship recipients. We really want to value that investment and that commitment, both of you as a student who's making this commitment, but also for the partner college. Why am I saying this? Once you submit that application, once you get awarded, you will be going to that partner college should you accept our award. So today's session is really, really important for you to think about the different types of questions that are important to you and your college experience. One of the most common and most important things we want you to consider is your major. So is the campus that you're interested in going to offer the type of curriculum, the type of majors and academic life that you are looking for in terms of getting your bachelor's degree? But equally as important can also be about social life, right? You will be living on campus as part of the scholarship award. So are you interested in extracurricular activities, clubs? What type of Greek life might each campus offer? These are some great things to think about. And I know we have a lot of students, minus our student from Alaska who's already very used to this, but usually we get a lot of students from the South who are very, very accustomed to warm weather. And I see our rep here from Eastern smiling because Connecticut, Dominican University in Chicago, Delaware State, it can get a little cold. And one of the most common things we hear from our new opportunity scholars is, I didn't even know I had to bring a winter jacket to campus because we just don't get such cold winters. So does climate matter to you? And other things to consider, are you looking for an on-campus experience or do you want to be in a city? What kind of setting do you want to be around for your college experience? And all 5 of our college campuses are located in very different environments. So just make sure to think of all the different factors that are important to you, that may be important to you for your college life as you hear from each of these campuses and as you think about questions to ask when you go into your Zoom breakout rooms. The last thing I'll say is the session is being recorded, so you will have access to all of this information afterwards, but we will only be recording the first part of this session where each of our panelists will present on their college. We want to respect your privacy and we won't be recording those breakout rooms. So please feel free to ask questions that are very particular to you and your situation. Okay, so enough from me. I'm on a roll here. I'm just so excited once again to have us all on this call. We are going to go in alphabetical order here. So we're going to start with Antonella at Christian Brothers University.
Hello, hello. Okay. Can everyone see my screen? Well, welcome. I'm here representing Christian Brothers University. My name's Antonella. I am the admission counselor for diversity and access. I am also a recent graduate of CBU, thanks to the Opportunity Scholarship. Here I majored in psychology. And CBU at a glance, it's a small Catholic university in the heart of Memphis, Tennessee, the home of the Blues. Our overall enrollment is about 1,700 students. That includes our undergraduate and our graduate programs. About 1,300 are undergraduate, so your average classroom size is about 15. So if you're looking for a smaller, intimate university, definitely one. It's pretty diverse. Our students are coming from about 27 different countries and about 31 different states. It's about 50-50 female to male ratio, and about 48% of our students are minority. and about only 22% of our students are Catholic. I get that a lot. Like, do you have to be a practicing Catholic? Not at all. And that'll get me into who we are. So we are a LaSallian school. We were started by the Christian Brothers. And I bring this up because these are some core principles that you'll hear about at the university. And the biggest one that I really resonated with when I was here was inclusive community, respect for all people, and quality education. So the opportunity and Dream.Us just aligns so well with the LaSalle mission itself. So we've been having Dreamer students on our campus since about 2014 when we started some of our partnerships. We've been partners with Dream since about 2017. So a few cohorts have graduated, one that I was a part of. And then our students, our Dreamer students, are pretty much spread out through all our 4 schools, including our School of Arts. Here are some of our majors: School of Business, School of Engineering. And I like to point out, even though that we're a small university, we are known for our School of Engineering. We have all 4 major tracks: civil, mechanical, electrical, and chemical. And then some odd ones out is packaging. We're actually about a few miles from the FedEx hub, the international hub, the second busiest airport. So there's a lot of commerce that pass through Memphis. And then School of Sciences. And we have about an 86% acceptance rate to medical school and some other programs like our nursing program, our physician assistance program. And then overall, about 96% of our students, including our Dreamer students, have been able to be placed within 6 months, either in graduate school or a job. And then to get you through that line, to make you that successful, we have a few programs that our Dreamer students have taken advantage of, like our specialized scholarship advisor that every university has. We have a pretty great one, Ms. Jackie. She's also been part of the Dream family, so she can attest and be there for you throughout your time here. Faculty advisor based on department. So you'll have a faculty advisor your first day that you walk on campus, so you can talk to them about your ambitions, your goals, and then make sure that you'll get there after your 4 years. We have plenty of tutoring, mentorship, peer mentors that students that are also Dreamers mentor our younger students to make sure that they have someone that they can go talk to and that have been in their shoes. We have academic success plans, so we want to make sure that you are doing well, that you have all the support systems necessary, and then you can follow those plans. And then Miss Jackie, like I mentioned, she's great, and she does a lot of events and programming specific to Dreamer students. And then we have about 60 organizations, clubs that our students can be a part of. We definitely have honor societies. We have professional societies. We have Greek life. We are a Division II school, so you can enjoy a lot of basketball. Memphis is a basketball city, so there's a lot to see there. And then we have other groups like Voices United, which is an immigrant advocacy group that our students are a part of. And then we have other things like the Hispanic Student Association that a lot of our Dream students are a part of. And then the important part, like Hein said, you're moving to a different state. So housing is important. This is just some pictures of where our students, freshman students live. You get to do a wonderful questionnaire to get partnered up with some students. When I was going through the process, that's something that I was nervous about, but it was a great thing. You get to be partnered with Dreamer students, but also just students that are alike. I had students from Nebraska that I roomed with, which was really fun. And then Memphis. So moving to Memphis, what is Memphis? So it was named after Memphis in Egypt. We're a pretty decent sized city. We're about the second largest city In Tennessee, we are very culturally diverse here. There's a lot of different things to do as well. We have the National Civil Rights Museum. That's something that was pretty big this past weekend, MLK. We have one of the greatest zoos in the country. And then, of course, like I said, sports are pretty big. So there's stuff that you can do on and off campus. And then if you're thinking more about, okay, this is where I'm going to go to college, maybe what job opportunities are there near. So the international headquarters for FedEx, International Paper, AutoZone are here, St. Jude headquarters are here. So very STEM heavy city where you can have a lot of internships, externships that we promote our students to do all the time. And then that is it. And this is my information. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me or just meet me in the breakout room.
Amazing. Thank you. And we will be sharing contact information for all of our panelists here today as well. So sometimes, you wait till the end and think of a question and you will be able to reach out to them via email. So thank you, Antonella. So just a reminder again, CBU is based in Memphis, and I will transition it over to Joy from Delaware State.
Hello, everybody. Let me just start sharing my screen here. All right, is everybody able to see it? Let me make sure that it's optimized for video. All right, so let's get started. My name is Joy Gordy-Stith, and I am an admissions counselor here at Delaware State University. And to start things off, we're going to give you a quick video kind of showing our campus.
Greetings, welcome to Delaware State University,
the most diverse contemporary HBCU in America. We're so excited to have you join us today.
Please take this moment to enjoy our beautiful campus and everything it has to offer.
State.
So we are located in Dover, Delaware. We are very centrally located. I like to call us we're in the backyard of a little bit of everywhere. So we are about an hour and a half from Philadelphia and Baltimore, and also Washington, D.C. We are 45 minutes from the beaches, 45 minutes from Christiana Mall. So we have a lot of fun things kind of surrounding us. And then we are a closed campus in our city of Dover. So for the students, you kind of saw a little bit in that video before. Once you come on campus, it's our campus. So, that's a way we make sure that our students are safe, and also that they have that, space to focus, focus on their studies. But we also know that, guys want to have fun. So we are the #2 public HBCU in America and #8 out of all public and private. We are constantly improving for our students, and I'm excited to show you a little bit of what we're doing. So just at a glance, we have a 16:1 student to faculty ratio. That means that class sizes are not going to be more than 30. So average class size, not too big, not too small, just kind of right in that sweet spot. We have 5,000 students. However, we are growing, and we are so excited to have you be a part of that. We love our dreamer population on our campus. We have a global reach, so our students come from 26 states and 41 countries. We definitely have more female than male, so we're about 67% female, 33% male. Our core values really kind of define who we are, and those are community, integrity, diversity, scholarship, and outreach. We are an HBCU. We were founded in 1891 as a land-grant institution. We have grown to over 350 acres on our main campus, and we are continuing to make history. Good Lord, I think it was 2 years ago, we acquired Wesley College, which was a small privately owned college. And that is now our secondary campus, and that is our DSU downtown. So we'll get into it a little bit more, but we have shuttles that take students back and forth between the two campuses, and that is where our College of Health and Behavioral Science is housed. We have over 40 majors and 30 minors here at Delaware State University, a lot of opportunities, and we're gonna that's a lot, so we're gonna break that down. We have our College of Agriculture, Science, and Technology. Some of our top programs here include agribusiness, pre-vet science, food and nutritional sciences, so for students who'd like to go into pre-med, biological sciences for forensic science, and also our computer science. We have our College of Business. That includes our aviation program. We have one of the top programs on the East Coast. We have 14 of our own planes. We have finance, hospitality and tourism, management, marketing, and sports management. We have our College of Humanities, Education, and Social Sciences. So that's where English, education, we have early childhood, so preschool. We actually have our own daycare on our campus. So students are able to work with licensed professionals. We have elementary education as well as middle level. So we go up to level 8, so grade 8. Political science, criminal justice, law studies for students who might want to go on to become lawyers, mass communications, and music industry. So we got a lot going on there. Then our College of Health and Behavioral Science. This is where kinesiology, our nursing program, psychology, public health, and social work is housed. So as I mentioned before, we do have that Wesley College downtown location now. It's 5 minutes from our main campus, and there are shuttles that go every 20 minutes between the two campuses. So you will more than likely have, some classes on both of the campuses. We have a lot of really great opportunities for our students. In the academic side, all of our majors have either an internship or on-campus skill building opportunity. So I mentioned the daycare that's on campus. We also have for our mass communication students a studio where they can practice we have our own radio station, TV station. We have had students intern with the Miami Heat team from kinesiology. So we really have a lot of opportunities, and it's very important to us that all of our students not only have that classroom knowledge, but get that hands-on experience as well. Campus life, we do have 14 residence halls. Our Dreamer students, we have you all housed in our Living Learning Commons. So you are in that community. It's not just Dreamers, so there are other students on that is housed off campus, but again, there are shuttles as well. Freshmen, unfortunately, are not able to bring cars on campus. However, you're going to get to know people. That's the really great thing about Del State, is it really is a community and a family, and you're going to get to know the people that you're with, that you see on campus, that you're living with. And so we've never had that be a problem. We have over 100 different clubs and organizations at Del State. We have 19 Division I sports. As you'll see there, it's a little small, but we do have more women's sports than men's. Again, 67% females. So we have everything from music groups. We have our Approaching Storm marching band. We have Greek life. We have student government associations. We have student business organizations. We really have a lot of different ways to get involved on campus, and we encourage student leadership opportunities as well. So if there is something that you and your group of friends are really interested in, we really want you to, create your own group, kind of build your leadership skills. We do require that everybody applies, including for Dreamers, through our application portal. So that's on our website. We require the application, transcript, and then some test scores. So we're looking for 19 course requirements. So we have, we're just looking at all 4 years. GPA requirement, we require a 2.0. We are currently test optional, but if you would like to submit test scores, we're looking for an 800 on the SAT or a 17 on the ACT. And then this is just a quick view of kind of a day in life on our campus.
I know my parents loved me, stand behind me, come what may. I know now that I'm ready, yeah. Oh, I finally heard him say, it's a different world, ooh, than where you come from. Yes, it is now, yeah. Here's our chance to make it. If we focus on our goal, you can decide, we can take care. Hey, just remember that you and two, it's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world than where you come from. Ooh, than where you come from.
And then there is my contact information. So it was so nice to speak to you all, and I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you, Joy. Okay, all right. And then I am passing it off to Dominican. We have Rosa joining us. I do see a raised hand. We are going to have opportunity for questions, so please just hold on to your questions for now.
Hello, good evening. Buenas noches. My name is Rosa Varela. I'm the Senior Associate Director of Admission here at Dominican. So thank you all for taking the time to be with us here. So if you guys will give me a moment, let me share my screen here. Let's see. And then are you guys able to see my screen? Excellent. So as I mentioned, I am representing Dominican University. We are a small private Catholic university in River Forest. We're actually just 10 miles west of downtown Chicago. So I like to say that Dominican is located more in like an urban suburban area where students are able to focus on their academics. We are in a very nice location, but we also have the amenities of downtown Chicago with opportunities for internships, jobs, museums, shopping, and so forth. We're also just 10 miles.
Sorry, Rosa, if you are sharing anything, we are seeing your computer screen with a lovely ski backdrop.
Okay.
We're sharing
Let's
slides.
see. Can you see it now?
Yes, there we go. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm sorry about that. We're also just 5 minutes away from downtown Oak Park, which is just a great hip suburban area. There's a lot of opportunities for shopping, restaurants, a bowling alley, and a movie theater. So this is our student profile for this academic year. Actually, this year we enrolled our highest incoming freshman class of about 600 students. We did also enroll 142 transfer students, so we have a total of about 3,196 students. So we are a pretty small institution, which means you really get to know your professors, you really get hands-on experience, you're able to sit in small class sizes and get that personal attention. We are also considered a Hispanic serving institution. 63% of our students are students of color. 43% of our students are first generation students, and we have also 15 nations represented at Dominican. So again, a very diverse institution. As you guys can again see by the numbers, we are pretty small. Our average class size only 16 students in a class. Our student to faculty ratio is 10 students to 1 professor, and we have over 50 careers at Dominican, which I will talk about in a little bit. Also, 88% of our faculty at Dominican have a PhD, which is the highest degree. And we also have over 20 accelerated degree programs here. So a student can leave Dominican in 5 years with a bachelor's and a master's degree. And we have 0 lecture halls, so you won't be sitting in classes of 200 to 300 students here. So here's a list of our top majors for our incoming freshmen. Nursing is pretty big. We have our own nursing simulation lab on campus. Nursing is also part of a direct entry nursing program. We have psychology. This is also part of a accelerated program. So in 5 years, students could leave Dominican with a bachelor's in psychology, a master's in social work. Computer science, biology. So for those students that are looking to go into pre-med, that is also pretty popular. We have 16 biochemistry labs on campus. We have a neuroscience lab on campus, physician assistance lab, as well as a cadaver lab. Criminology, anything in the business field. Again, that's also part of an accelerated degree. And fashion, which you won't see here, but it's also pretty popular. We have a fashion lab on campus, and every year students put on their own fashion show. Now, we do recognize that obviously having the extra support on campus is pretty important. We want to make sure that our students are successful. And therefore, we do offer free tutoring for all of our academic majors. We also have advisors that check in with our students regularly, and as well as peer mentors. So these are upperclassmen that are with our students every step of the way, just making sure that they are doing well. We have a wellness center, writing and research help, and again, wraparound services to make sure that all of our students are doing well, not only inside of the classroom, but as well as outside of the classroom. Obviously, going to class is important, but we also want to make sure that you are an involved student. We do have over 35 student clubs and organizations. We have club based on majors, academic clubs. We have multicultural clubs. And again, we do hope that you get involved, or if there is a club at your school that you would like to start at Dominican, you can also do that as well. Now, sports is also pretty big here. We are at Division III in terms of athletics. We have gone from 12 sports to 14 sports. Our new one is bowling, as well as a cheer and a stunting. We have over 240 student athletes on campus. If you are a student that's looking to compete, we do encourage you to complete a recruit form so that the coaches are able to get in contact with you. Now, affordability is pretty important for Dominican as well as for all of our partner institutions here this evening. 100% of our students that are admitted to Dominican receive a merit scholarship. We also have the Residence Life Award for a $3,000 scholarship for students that live on campus. We have the Catholic High School Scholarship, the Success Scholarship, which is a scholarship for students that are members of a college readiness program, and so forth. Now, these scholarships here are more competitive scholarships. They have different requirements in terms of GPA, different deadlines, they have different amounts, but as you guys can see, we have anything from scholarships for students looking to study nursing, business, science, and so forth. Now, again, I do encourage all of you, maybe you haven't applied, but my hope is that you do apply after this presentation. We are rolling admissions. You guys can apply via our website, which you can see here, or go to the Common app and add Dominican to your list of schools. We also require a personal statement as well as your official transcripts In terms of the ACT, SAT scores, they're optional. They are not required for admission. And finally, we do encourage you to visit, whether that's a virtual visit or an in-person. We have also financial aid consultation days. We have Saturday campus tours, as well as our admitted student day and our Discover Dominican. And here is my contact information. I also have more information in our breakout session. I have an amazing student that can talk a little bit more about his experience here at Dominican, so please stop by.
Amazing. Thank you, Rosa. And I am going to toss it right over to Sierra from Eastern.
Right. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on the full screen. So hi, everyone. My name is Sierra Colon. I am one of the assistant directors of admissions at Eastern Connecticut State University. I've been working with opportunity applicants for the past 5, almost 6 years now. So I see some familiar names in the chat. I'm so very happy that all you were able to join. Eastern Connecticut State University is located in Willimantic, Connecticut, known as kind of the quiet corner of Connecticut. We're right down the road from University of Connecticut. So if any of you follow men's basketball, women's basketball, they're very well known, obviously, but we are the Warriors, right? And so we have an awesome campus, but just to give you some context of where we're located in Connecticut. We have about 3,500 full-time undergraduate students on our campus. So we're known to be a small to medium-sized school. I like to call it schmedium, right? Where it's a healthy size, where you feel like you get to know your fellow peers, your professors, but you're always meeting and seeing new faces along, your time at our university. We represent 28% students of color on our campus, 32 different states, and 10 different countries. We have about, give or take, 120 opportunity scholars on our campus. And so we are always, going to make sure that our students are well supported. And I'll talk a little bit more about those resources that we have as well. But moving forward, what do our classes look like? What does our community look like as well? So our average class size is 20 students per class. 99% of our classes have 40 students or fewer. And so it's definitely common to have smaller size classes where you're really able to engage with your professor, get to know them, they get to know you, and you're able to build that relationship with them and your peers. Our student to faculty ratio is 15:1, and we do not have teachers assistants or graduate assistants teaching our courses. You're being taught and graded by your professors. We do have peer mentors in our class, so that's always nice to have another student who's been through the class that knows the material like the back of their hand to go to, but just know that you will build those connections with your professors. Eastern is the only public liberal arts university in Connecticut. So within our classes, we really want to make sure that our students are leaving our university as well-rounded individuals, right? So you are going to be an expert in the field that you wish to pursue, but we also want to make sure that you have some key learning outcomes, which is communication, critical thinking, ethical reasoning, quantitative literacy, communication, working well with other people, so on and so forth. So really making sure that you're leaving our university as a well-rounded individual, and that you're willing to be a lifelong student, right? You're always asking questions, you're always looking to collaborate with other people, be a leader in your space, so on and so forth. So this is something that is a pillar of our university and what students are leading with. Now, to give you some insight as well into the supportive systems that we have on our campus, something that I definitely want to touch upon is our Office of Opportunity Programs, or University Opportunity Program space. This is an incredible office that is there to support our students to ensure that they are doing what they need to do to graduate, but they're also supported throughout their 4 years, right? And so they work with all of our opportunity scholars and our national scholars as well. And so they are there to ensure that you're meeting the requirements of your scholarship, but you're also adjusting well to campus, right? And so they help students with any and every kind of issue or barrier or celebration, right? Or positive moment that will come up during your 4 years. And so I speak highly of this office. We have Eileen Dillon on the line. She is a program specialist. So if you'd like to come see us after we go into our breakout rooms, you can speak a little bit more about the services that they have. So just really making sure that students are adjusting well to our campus. They provide different educational programs, social programs as well, and really, again, making sure that students are hitting their volunteer hours, so on and so forth. So just, again, ensuring that students are well supported throughout their 4 years, and also making sure that they are ready to take on their classes within their intended majors. So we do offer 40 different majors for our students. Some of our most popular majors are business administration, communication, psychology as well. Many students take computer science, education. Those are very popular, health sciences as well. And so that can always be found on our website, but we offer 40 different majors, 65 different minors, and 60 plus concentrations. And so it is possible to take these different classes and again, leave Eastern as a well-rounded student and get that support through your advisors to figure out, okay, what will my 4 years look like academically? So that way you graduate on time within those 4 years. Under this page as well, you can see our Academic Services Center and Advising Center. So again, they're there to ensure that students have their 4-year graduation plan intact, and that way they know exactly what classes they need to take, whether they know exactly what they want to major in, or they're still figuring out, or it's totally normal to change your major. I changed it 3 times, but I went to Eastern, and with this help, I was still able to graduate on time in 4 years. And they also ensure that students are getting extra help if they need it. We have general tutors. We also have a math center and a writing center. So just know that you'll always have your support there to ensure that you're doing well in your classes. We do have a center for internships and career development. And so they're very hands-on with our students, really wanting to make sure that students are getting their internships in place right before you graduate. So with the help of professors, students are definitely exposed to different internship opportunities, whether it be here in Connecticut or on campus or back home during the summer, right? And also research opportunities. We do have our Interculture Center, Women's Center, and Pride Center. They also put on awesome educational and social events for our students. Again, just a space for students to learn from one another, get to know one another, a space for students to get involved in as well, and get active on campus outside of your classes. We do have an Office of Accessibility Services, so they help students with any IEP or 504 plans as well, or if anything were to happen, making sure that you feel comfortable on campus. My student worker broke his leg because it does get cold, right? So he slipped, and so he had some issues, and so they were able to make sure he had transportation to his room, so on and so forth, right? And then we do have counseling psychological services known as CAPS. There's always someone here on campus to speak with students. And then we do have health services as well. And so students can walk in and go ahead and get the support that they need in any of these spaces. With student life, we have 14 residence halls on campus. Something important to note is that the majority of our students do live on campus all 4 years. I lived on campus all 4 years. I loved it. It was a great experience. I miss it. It's also great just to be able to work on our campus every day as well. 6 of these residence halls are first-year halls. So we have traditional and suite style residence halls. So students get to choose one of the halls that they wish to live in. And all of that is on our website as well. So students can go ahead and check that out. We do have 8 upper level residence halls as well, apartment or suite style. And so you do have the opportunity to have your own room in a shared apartment with your friends throughout your sophomore, junior, and senior year. And so that's always a great opportunity. And you really build those connections and that foundation within your residence halls. We have 2,500 events that happen on campus annually. So there's always something going on campus, whether that be our fall or spring fest or concerts as well. We had Young Gravy on campus for fall semester students. We're very excited about that, but we'll see who they're bringing for spring semester. And some of these events are also put on through our 90 plus clubs and organizations. One of those clubs I want to talk about is Freedom at Eastern. It was started by Opportunity Scholars, our first cohort. And this is an incredible organization that is a supportive and welcoming environment for undocumented or documented students. They also do educational social events, right? They meet every week, and they also use dialogue and activism to raise awareness about immigration issues throughout the whole United States, but also making sure that the needs of our students are met. So this is something that our University of Opportunity programs, those advisors are within the Freedom at Eastern organization. And so it's just one of the many organizations that our students are a part of as well. And they range between social, between multicultural as well, and professional development opportunities. So that way, again, anything that you might be interested in, Eastern will typically have. That way you can meet students that have those common interests as well. And we do have 19 Division III athletic teams. Basketball is very popular to go to those games, right? And be a part of as well. And we do have intramural and club sports. So if you're looking just to stay active, those are very popular for our students to go ahead and join. We do have different amenities on campus too. So we do have a LifeSafe app. So if there's anything happening on our off campus that you need to be made aware of, this app will let you know. We do have an Eastern Alert notification system, and we do have a shuttle bus system that takes you around campus and off campus. So if you need to go to the local Walmart, if you need to go to Stop and Shop, do some groceries, if you want to go to our mall, so on and so forth, it takes you to these different spots. To wrap it up, I definitely want to talk about the application process. So to give you a sense of our average GPAs for incoming students, it's an average GPA of 3.4, average SAT scores of 1020 to 1190, but we do look at the ACTs as well with an average of 19 to 24. Again, these are averages. We look at below, we look at above, to try to get a sense of who you are throughout your application, okay? And we are test optional. So if you would like to apply to Eastern Test Optional, you're more than welcome to. Those scores are not required. However, if you do have those averages, you go ahead and say send them in. It'll help with test placements for some of your classes as well, something to keep in mind. What we need from you after you apply for the TheDream.Us Opportunity Scholarship, definitely encourage you to finish that up if you haven't yet. Just a simple application to our university. You can send it through Common App, or you can apply just through the Eastern website. It's super simple. And if you need a fee waiver, just let me know. My contact information is there. I'll go ahead and send that over to you. And then we just need your high school transcript, one letter of recommendation, and sending over your scores if you wish to. And if you have any questions about that, please feel free to take a screenshot of this. Again, some of you might have my contact information, but truly feel free to reach out at any moment. But I look forward to speaking with some of you at the end of this.
All right, amazing. Thank you, Sierra. And then last but not least, we have Janet and Shani from Trinity, which is a women's college, just FYI.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Janet Perez Aguilera. I'm the director of the Dreamer Partnership, and I'm going to have Shani introduce herself, and she's going to start our presentation.
All right, well, good evening, everyone, or hello. My name is Shani Barahona. I am an enrollment recruiter here at Trinity. I am also an alum. So any questions that you may have, please feel free to ask away. So just a little bit about Trinity. We were founded in 1897, so we just turned about 125 years old. Woohoo! So Trinity is here to stay. We're located in the heart of DC, so we're near many great museums, a lot of historical sites, and opportunities for our students. It's a wealth of different culture in DC. Our class ratio is really small. It's about 15:1, and it gets potentially smaller once you reach your junior and senior year when you are focusing in your specific degree program. So really nice to have a smaller classroom sizes. This way you have that one-on-one interaction with your professor. And just to summarize Trinity in general, you'll see on the screen our mission statement. There's 4 bullet points, but just to summarize Trinity as a whole, we are very highly dedicated to educating women. We are an all-women's university during the daytime, but we also have a graduate school and an evening and weekend school that is co-ed. So although our mission is to educate young women, we also educate others. We are very content that the Sisters of Notre Dame and More founded Trinity many years ago to provide opportunities for our students. And of course, we were one of the few and partner colleges when the TheDream.Us started many years ago, and one of the people here that is currently working with the TheDream.Us, I met her, and she was one of the first recipients and students who had one of the scholarships at Trinity when it first began, which is Ms. Dana Singh. So just a little bit about our dreamers and just information. Again, we were one of the first partner colleges in 2014. Very dedicated. We have about over 100 Dreamer students on our campus, right? So our promise to each and every one of our Dreamer students, it's to provide a holistic and solution-focused approach, right? We're very community-based. That's what we like to give to our students, especially our Dreamers. We like to support them in every way that we can. And our Dreamers have done tremendous amount of work for the university, but also for other students. So we do have over 20 plus degree programs at Trinity. Nursing is our top major, but of course we're in DC, so we are near Capitol Hill. So a lot of our students like to go into policy or law. So we do offer degree programs within those concentrations, just like forensic science, criminal justice, political science, and so forth. Each of these programs are individually taught by great professors of different experiences. And throughout the years, you'll see how much growth you have had as a student. And of course, as I mentioned, Sadhana Singh, I always love to mention Sadhana. I love Sadhana. So I welcomed Sadhana when she first was at Trinity. And look at her now doing big things, working for TheDream.Us. Again, Sadhana was the co-founder of what we call the Butterfly Network. It used to be called differently back then, but now it's called the Butterfly Network. And again, she was again, like I stated before, she was among the first class of the 20 Trinity Dreamers when it first began. Of course, she was part of the Pi Beta Kappa. And of course, as she mentioned before, she's the Senior Communications Manager at TheDream.Us. If you have any questions for Sadhana, I highly suggest to go to her because she's great.
Thank you, Shani. What I want to touch upon is our community. So once you come at Trinity, you have a community support, and I get the privilege to be able to walk alongside you on your journey through your academic experience, but also personally and professionally. So what we're committed to is to support you on a one-on-one basis, and also to provide an ecosystem of support. We want to make sure that financially you're taken care of with TheDream.Us, right? But we also want to make sure that your mental health, we want to make sure that your career, your graduate school prep is taken care of. So that's a priority for us, for you to be able to be well balanced, but understanding that students come with multiple identities, and knowing with these multiple identities, you're going through college, so we want to make sure that you have a community of support. Like you see here, all these wonderful women are going to be able to do great things in the future and are preparing themselves for the future, such as being able to partake in student activities. As you can see, we have around 20 clubs on campus. And if you don't see a club that's that you're passionate about or interested, you could always be the founder of your own club and build those leadership skills, so you could start securing internships and start getting some experience for future jobs. As you can see, we have our Butterfly Network that's always advocating and providing a community support for our scholars. We have 2 amazing scholars that will be partaking in the breakout rooms to share their experience at Trinity. As well, as you can see, we have some sports that our wonderful ladies will be able to partake in, and some of our scholars currently are playing tennis, they're doing soccer, and that's a way to be able to have a balanced structure within your college experience. It's not just all academics. You want to be able to do a little mixture of everything, challenge yourself, but also academically, you have a great support of faculty, staff, and administration being able to walk alongside you through your experience at Trinity. As you can see, with being successful at Trinity, it takes a village. And as you know, it takes a village at home as well. So we have the Center for Student Success. We have tutoring in math or science or foreign language, and you could always request a specific topic. As well, we have a writing center, and if you need help with some career navigation, there's a career specialist that will be able to support you one-on-one as well. And if there's additional support systems, as you could see, there's the disability support system that if you need accommodations, I am your go-to person that will be your liaison to every single resource at Trinity. So we provide you a nice balance, one-stop shop with me. So we'll be able to support you throughout your experience once you are taking your courses, getting challenged, and navigating your college experience at Trinity. It's such a small school, right? So we want to make sure that you're taken care of.
So this is almost the last slide. So just a few things to keep in mind just to apply to Trinity, right? Our minimum GPA is a 2.5, but don't get discouraged. You're more than welcome to apply with any type of GPA. We look at every single applicant here at Trinity, right? It's more than just your GPA. Of course, you need to have a completed application, and you can do so through our own application online, which is completely free. We don't charge an application fee, or you can do it through the Common App, whichever is more comfortable to you. We do require your official high school transcript, your personal statement, which is your college essay. I love reading all of the essays, especially from the Dreamers. Everybody has such a unique story. And I love stories. One letter of recommendation, usually it comes from your counselor, your teacher, anybody who knows you both as an individual, but also as a student, and anybody who could speak highly of you, right? We also take a look at what you've done throughout your years in high school, right? That's what high school trends means, right? So have you been active? What have you done for your community, right? We're very much a community-based school, and also making sure that we continue the mission of the sisters who founded the school. And of course, we are a test optional school. So it's important to keep in mind just all of these few things that we do require when you are applying to Trinity. And we are rolling admissions. So that means that you can apply year round. So you don't have to worry about deadlines, but the sooner the better. So that way you can, have that off your mind just to apply to Trinity. And cool fact about Trinity, we are actually one of 3 schools in the country that is considered a historically a Hispanic serving institution and a predominantly Black institution. So as our president likes to say, we are a unicorn because although we are small, we are very unique than a lot of schools in the country. So thanks.
And last but not least, you're going to be able to meet our scholars in the breakout rooms. And here's our contact information. We do have a barcode. If it's a little interest form. If you want to set up a Zoom meeting, we could always follow up with you. So just submit that Google form and we'll be seeing you in the breakout rooms. Thank you.
All right, we are right at the hour, and thank you. Okay, so I know we've scheduled this time for an hour, but I know you all are eager to ask your questions. We are going to open up the breakout rooms now, and we'll leave them open. If you would like to circle, just once you've gotten your questions answered, you can leave your breakout room, come back here, and we'll assign you to the next college breakout room that you want to go to. So we're going to do that now so you can get your questions answered. We appreciate you staying with us. And the last thing I'll just mention is we're going to stop the recording here because the first part of the session is complete. But just a reminder that this year we need you to apply to both the DreamUS scholarship as well as through the general admissions of the partner colleges you're interested in. The good news is all 5 of these colleges are on the Common App. So you can fill out hopefully one application and list all of the 5 colleges if you're interested in attending, but you will have to let us know which is your first choice that you would like to attend. Okay, so we will open up the breakout rooms now. Please enjoy, please ask all of your questions, and then just come back to this main room if you would like to go to another room. Okay.